You absolutely will not recognize Julie Chrisley when you see her now. The woman who walked out of that Nashville butcher shop yesterday looks nothing like the polished reality TV star we remember from Chrisley Knows best. I'm talking about a complete transformation that has everyone doing double takes. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why her own fans are calling this the most shocking celebrity change of 2025. But before we dive into just how dramatically different Julie looks today, let me remind you who we're talking about. For over a decade, Julie Chrisley was the picture-perfect Southern matriarch. Perfectly styled blonde hair, immaculate makeup, designer clothes, and that unmistakable Georgia charm that made millions of viewers tune in every week. She was the polished wife standing next to her equally polished husband, Todd, living what appeared to be the American dream in their sprawling Nashville mansion. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. People change their hair all the time. What's the big deal? Well, stick with me because this transformation goes so much deeper than just a simple hair color change, and the story behind it will absolutely blow your mind. The Julie Chrisley we saw this week has shoulder-length brunette hair with visible gray roots. No professional styling, no makeup team, no designer outfits. Just a woman in a simple beige top, smiling as she left a local butcher shop, looking like she could be anyone's neighbor. The contrast is so striking that news outlets are calling her unrecognizable and completely transformed. But here's what makes this transformation so much more powerful than your typical celebrity makeover. Julie didn't choose this look for a movie role or a fashion statement. This is the result of spending over 2 years in federal prison, where hair dye isn't available in the commissary and professional stylists don't make house calls. You see, while most of us were watching her perfect family on television, Julie and Todd were building a house of cards that would eventually come crashing down. They were convicted of defrauding banks out of more than $30 million and hiding their wealth from tax authorities. Julie received a 7-year sentence. Todd got 12 years. In January of 2023, they both reported to their respective federal facilities. And that's when the Julie Chrisley we knew began to disappear. Think about this for a moment. One day you're filming a reality show about your lavish lifestyle. The next day, you're learning to drive a forklift in federal prison. During her resentencing hearing in September, Julie appeared in court wearing a navy blue prison uniform. Her once signature blonde locks now completely brown. Even the judge took notice of how different she looked. Here's where the story gets even more incredible. While Julie was adapting to life behind bars, learning new skills, and playing cards with fellow inmates, her daughter Savannah was fighting tirelessly for her parents' freedom. Savannah campaigned for Donald Trump, appeared on Fox News, and never stopped believing her parents deserved a second chance. And then came the phone call that changed everything. This past Tuesday, President Trump personally called Savannah Chrisley while she was shopping at Sam's Club to tell her he was pardoning both her parents. Can you imagine getting that call while you're picking up groceries? Savannah was so shocked she could barely believe it was real. Now, some of you might be wondering, don't presidential pardons usually go to people who've served their full sentences? Actually, that's not true at all. Presidents have the constitutional power to grant pardons at any time, and Trump felt the Chrysleys had received pretty harsh treatment based on what he was hearing about their case. Within 24 hours of that phone call, both Julie and Todd walked out of prison as free people. Julie was released from the Federal Medical Center in Kentucky, Todd from the facility in Florida. After 795 days apart, unable to even speak to each other, they were finally going home. The photos of Julie leaving that Nashville butcher shop represent so much more than just a woman with different hair. They represent resilience, family loyalty, and the power of never giving up hope. This is a woman who went from reality TV fame to federal prison and is now rebuilding her life from scratch. But wait, there's more to this story that'll surprise you. Lifetime cameras are already rolling on a new Chrisley family reality show, documenting this incredible journey from incarceration back to freedom. We're about to see the raw, unfiltered truth of what it's like to put your life back together after losing everything. Julie's transformation isn't just physical, it's completely emotional and spiritual. According to former inmates who served time with her, she was initially quiet and kept to herself, but eventually became known as a card shark among the other women. She earned over 70 certificates during her time inside, learning everything from food service to equipment operation. This isn't the same pampered reality star we once knew. And here's what I find most fascinating about this entire situation. While Julie was transforming behind prison walls, her family was transforming too. Savannah stepped up to raise her younger brother and niece, Chase took on more responsibility, and the entire family learned what really matters when everything else is stripped away. The woman we saw this week, with her natural hair and makeup-free face, might not look like the Julie Chrisley from television, but she represents something far more authentic. She represents survival, growth, and the kind of strength that only comes from hitting rock bottom and climbing back up. What happens next for the Chrisley family is anyone's guess. But one thing is certain, we're witnessing one of the most dramatic second acts in reality television history. From the heights of fame to the depths of federal prison and now back to freedom, this family's story is far from over. If you found this transformation as shocking as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more celebrity news that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. And don't forget to check out our other videos covering the most dramatic celebrity transformations of the year, because trust me, you won't want to miss what we've uncovered.